last couple of months, I have literally talked to hundreds of people, going door to door and just throughout the community. And without question, their number one concern is the substance abuse problem in the county. And I think that's important. And I think it's important because the community as a whole has realized that the problem exists, and they're not ignoring it. And it affects everyone's lives. And I think we need that cooperation. This county has come to the realization that it's up to almost epidemic proportions. They realize that too many of our young adults are dying of overdoses. They realize and understand that the jails are overcrowded because of substance abuse. They realize from reading the paper every day that almost every crime that's committed in this county is directly related to substance abuse. Most crimes that are committed in Porter County are directly related to substance abuse. So to minimize and not acknowledge the fact of how serious this problem is to our community is irresponsible. And as sheriff, we need to take a much more offensive, aggressive, proactive stance in identifying and apprehending those responsible for bringing drugs into our county and hold them accountable. Now, this can be accomplished by working more closely with the Drug Enforcement Administration in Chicago. Now, both agencies have the manpower and the expertise, and if we work in a collaborative effort, we can make a difference and turn this serious problem around. Because one thing what you can't do is do nothing. And not to say what they're doing is wrong, but we must take a much more proactive and not reactive stand in substance abuse and the drug problem in itself. I mean, no one could argue that we have a problem, and not to take a more proactive, not reactive, but a proactive, aggressive stand by identifying and apprehending those responsible for bringing drugs into this community and hold them accountable. And that can only be accomplished with the cooperation of other agencies and the community. The community must, and they will, if we reach out and tell the community we need their help, and they realize that we're out there fighting and we're doing the best we can, we're going to get the cooperation of the community. It can't just be the law enforcement, but what we need, people need to understand. If elected as sheriff, I will pledge that we will take a much more aggressive stand and turn this tide, this epidemic, if you will, of substance abuse in this county. This county has come together, and they understand that a change is needed and a much more aggressive approach needs to be taken. And as sheriff, I know that I'm going to do everything I can to identify and apprehend those responsible for bringing in illegal drugs into this community and hold them as responsible. And I think I have without question, throughout my law enforcement career of 33 years, I have the proven track record of making sure that happens.